Ponte Rione of Rome. Ponte is the fifth rione of Rome, identified by the initials RV, and is located in Municipio I. Its name meaning bridge in Italian comes from Ponte Sant'Angelo, which connects Ponte with the rione of Borgo. This bridge was built by Emperor Hadrian and originally was named after him Pons Aelius in 134 AD to connect his mausoleum to the rest of the city. Though Pope Sixtus V changed the rione limits so that the bridge belongs now to Borgo, not to Ponte anymore, the area has kept its name and a bridge as its coat of arms. History. In ancient Rome, the area belonged to the Roman 9 Augustan region called Circus Flaminius, that was a part of the Campus Martius. Nero built another bridge that was called Neronianus or Triumphalis because the Via Triumphalis, the triumphal way, passed over it, starting with Titus. The victorious emperors celebrating their triumphs entered Rome marching through it. Nero's bridge was also called Pons Vaticanus, meaning Vatican Bridge in Latin, because it connected the Ager Vaticanus to the left bank, later Pons Ruptus Broken Bridge, because it was already ruined in the Middle Ages. In ancient Rome, there was a port that was used to carry the materials for temples and great works to the Campus Martius. The active life of the area went on during the Middle Ages and the modern period, and this activity deleted almost all signs of ancient Rome in the rione. The population increased because many people moved from the surrounding hills to Ponte, because of the lack of water in other parts of Rome, since it was then possible to drink the water of the river Tiber. Moreover, the rione was on the edge of Ponte Sant'Angelo, thus all the main streets of Rome were leading there, and the area was full of pilgrims going to the Vatican. That is why it was full of inns, restaurants, shops of holy objects, etc. During the 16th century, the rione was very important for its streets, like Via Giulia and Via dei Coronari. That is why several palaces of the greatest families of Rome were built according to the projects of famous artists, thus making the area very renowned. A common event in the area was to see a small procession led by a person dressed in black, covering his face, carrying a crucifix on his shoulders. On a wagon, there was a chained condemned man kissing continuously an image of Jesus. The destination of the procession was the square in front of Ponte Sant'Angelo, where the gallows were. Although Ponte was a quite rich area, it was the one most affected by the frequent flooding of the river Tiber. The look of the rione changed completely after Rome became capital of reunited Italy in 1870. The embankments of the river were built to stop the flooding and new bridges were made to connect Vatican City and the rione Prati to the rest of Rome. All the narrow streets leading to the river were lost to make space for the embankments, but it is still possible to see the typical look of the older rione in the inner parts of the area. Geography. Boundaries. To the north, Ponte borders with the stretch of the Tiber between Ponte Principe Andio and Ponte Umberto I, that separates it from Borgo R. Roman 14 and Prati R. Roman 22. Eastward, Ponte briefly borders with Campo Marzio R. Roman 4, the boundary being Via del Cancello and Via del Orso. It also borders with Sant'Eustachio R. Roman 8, which is separated from Ponte by Via dei Pianellari, Piazza di Sant'Agostino e Via di Sant'Agostino. Southward, the rione borders with Parione R. Bi, whose boundary is defined by Piazza del Cinque Lune, Piazza di Tor Sanguigna, Largo Febo. To the south, Ponte also borders with Rigola R. Roman 7, from which is separated by Via dei Banchi Vecchi, Via del Carceri, Vicolo della Simia, and Via Breveria, up to the Tiber. To the west, Ponte borders with Trastevere R. Roman 13, from which is separated by the stretch of the Tiber between Ponte Giuseppe Mazzini and Ponte Principe Andio. Places of interest. Palaces and other buildings. Palazzo Alberini in Via del Banco di Santo Spirito. Palazzo Oltemps in Piazza di Sant'Apollinare. Palazzo del Banco di Santo Spirito in Via del Banco di Santo Spirito. Palazzo Ceci Gaddi in Via della Mastura d'Oro. Palazzo Gambarassi in Via della Pace. Palazzo Lancelotti in Via Lancelotti. Palazzo Milesi in Via della Mastura d'Oro. Palazzo Sacchetti in Via Giulia. Palazzo Taverna in Via di Monte Giordano. The house and studio of Marcello Piacentini in Via di Tordinone. Teatro Tordinona in Via digli Acquasparta. Tor Sanguigna in Piazza di Tor Sanguigna. Torre della Simia in Via dei Portoghesi. Churches. San Giovanni dei Fiorentini. Sant'Apollinare. Santi Celso e Giuliano. San Biagio degli Armeni. San Biagio della Pagnotta. San Salvatore in Loro. Santa Maria del Suffragio. Santa Maria dell'Anima. Santa Maria della Pace Deconsecrated Churches Oratorio del Gonfalone, Rome. San Simone Profta. San Celsino Oratory of San Celso. Santi Simone e Giuda demolished churches. San Salvatore in Primiserio. Roads. Lungotro degli Altaviti. Lungotro dei Fiorentini. Lungotro Tordinone. Via dei Coronari. Via Giulia.